This is problem 7 of the Chapter 5 review worksheet. We're asked to verify the following trig identity. 2 secant squared x equals 1 divided by 1 plus sine x plus 1 divided by 1 minus sine x. The first step here will be to combine these two fractions. In order to do that, the denominators need to be the same. So to make the same denominators, we're going to multiply this first fraction by 1 minus sine x divided by 1 minus sine x. And we will multiply the second one by the denominator of the first one, which is 1 plus sine x. Doing that will give us the same denominator on both, so that we can then add the two fractions. Plus 1 divided by 1 minus sine x multiplied by 1 plus sine x over 1 plus sine x. Looking at this first fraction here, we're going to multiplying 1 minus sine x times 1 will just leave us with 1 minus sine x. And multiplying the 2 on the bottom, we're going to have to multiply each one of these into each term in the second one. So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times negative sine x minus sine x. Sine x times 1 plus sine x. And then sine x times negative sine x minus sine squared x. We'll be adding the second fraction, which the top will stay 1 plus sine x, because 1 plus sine x times 1 is just 1 plus sine x. And the bottom will be the same as the denominator of the other one, because it is 1 plus sine x times 1 minus sine x. So we've got 1 sine x plus sine x minus sine squared x. If we look on the other side of the equation, it will be simplest to solve this by changing the secant into cosines, because we work a lot with sines and cosines. So this 2 is going to stay on top of the fraction, and secant squared x will turn into cosine squared x, but on the bottom of the fraction, because secant is 1 over cosine. From here, back to the right, we can add the two fractions together. So on the top, we're going to have 1 minus sine x plus 1 plus sine x divided by the denominator. And if we look at the denominator here, it has a negative sine x and a positive sine x, so those two will cancel, and we'll be left with just 1 minus sine squared x. This can be simplified again on the top to equal just 2, because the negative sine x and the positive sine x will cancel each other out. And using a Pythagorean identity, we know that 1 minus sine squared x is equivalent to cosine squared x, which is equivalent to the other part of the equation, which is 2 over cosine squared x, which is equivalent to 2 secant squared x. So this equation is verified.